I don't necessarily think that bullying has gotten better or worse than in previous years. Kids will always be kids. Kids will always be mean. I think it's just more noticeable. It may be easier for kids to bully with technology and cyberbullying, but I do think it's just a lot more noticed than it has been in previous years. Back when I was younger, you never really heard of the term bullying or if anything really happening of it. These days, with technology, and makes it a lot easier for students or children, anything, to have that contact, or to have contact with other people. Makes it a lot easier to spread rumors, a lot easier to say things, post pictures. So there's just more types of bullying that they could be doing than in the past. So it may seem more, but really there's just more types of it. So if a student tells me that they're being bullied or that they're having problems of that nature, I will officially send written notice to the administration and both to guidance. So that way, it's documented. Two, that way they can follow the steps legally that need to be followed. So I feel if I notify the guidance office and administration as well, that way the documentation is started on my end and they can take the steps that legally need to be taken to appropriately handle or file the HIB case. Bullying affects students personally because if it's something that's going on with another student in class or in the building, they're constantly worried about what's going to happen throughout the school day with that student. If it's something going on out of the school, they're still distracted. They're still, having trouble. They may act out, show signs of, maybe being, a bad student when they're not a bad student. It's just their way of trying to cope and find a way to deal with what's going on. But it's definitely a distraction. It's definitely something that really makes it hard for them to do what they need to do during the day. Makes it harder for them to learn, which then in turn makes it harder for other people as well. I think the schools are trying to do what they can as best they know about bullying. I know personally our school has had some assemblies on bullying, some different types of assemblies, maybe trying to get a message out, maybe in a little bit of a different way to the students. I think it would be more beneficial for the schools to do something on a more smaller basis, small group instead of the entire school or very large groups. Something just smaller, more individual, maybe to make the students feel more comfortable if they are being bullied, feel more comfortable in reporting it. If the students feel more comfortable, then we may find out that more instances are occurring than we know about.